Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Waiting for a couple more people to get started. Today gonna be a beautiful day. Let's see, man. God willing, let's see. Let's see, let's see. Remember, we got economic data. You guys can see what's today, Thursday. We got jobless claims at 8:30. We got PMI 9:45. We got existing home sales at 10, and we got a Fed speaking at 12. So we got a bunch of economic data today. So let's see how that goes. But ES pretty much is at all-time highs. So it's nothing pretty much we can, no real trades we can really take on ES unless we take the pre-market high break. Take some calls at the pre-market high break. Unless you want to take some calls on a break and retest of 53.15. That's pretty much, or you can take some retests of the opening print. Other than that, I don't really see much because remember ES is at all-time highs. Let me start writing my game plan for my Discord members. ES is up 0.47%, and Q is up 0.96%. Dow is up 0.29%. Russell is up 0.78%. So I like to know the futures and how they're trading pre-market, and then also so I like to see which future is strong to see which one is showing relative strength. So which one I can look for relative strength plays. I also like to know which future is weak in case the market is tanking, so I could play puts on the market that's weak. Oh, here goes Netflix, guys. Hit that 31.54 I told you guys about. Bunch of economic data today. What we got? What we got again? Initial jobless claims. We got economic data at 8:30 and 9:45. All right. All right. So in ES again, no real level in sight. Of course, you can wait for a break and retest of 53.15.75. And I would say it has room up to about 53.40. 40. Let's look at the NASDAQ. I think the NASDAQ still hasn't hit all-time high, so the NASDAQ still has, oh, I'm mistaken. The NASDAQ has hit all-time high. Interesting. Wow. Pretty good. So this is the pre-market. No, that's not the exact pre-market high. Let me see. Okay, that's the exact pre-market high. So the NASDAQ, same thing as ES, all-time high. I would like a break and retest or break and hold over 186.67.25. Trim at, I would say 8. Oh wait, I want around 187.55.67. If the Nasdaq fails to hold is 185.91, then it has a lot of room lower. Remember, has all the room down all the way down into 182.61. Well, I would preferably like a retest and hold of 185.91 to look for calls, but it looks like the Nasdaq might want to rip. Break and hold on the 185.91. EQ has room down to 182.61.75. Again, remember we have a bunch of economic data today, so we're waiting on that. Now the Russell. The Russell, let me zoom out. I really need to be. The Russell has room down. I mean, room up to 2128. So the Russell, I would say a retest of 2107.4 back over the open. We look for calls. It has room up to. Wait, are you guys able to hear me better? The mic was kind of far. It has room up to 2128. Let's look at the big. Let's see how Bitcoin's looking. Bitcoin's looking okay. Looking okay. It should try to attempt to test all-time highs. I don't know if this week, probably next week. Look at the SPY for the people who trade SPY. Pretty much SPY is all-time high. So the SPY and the QQQ, they pretty much follow. They pretty much do what the Nasdaq and the S&P follow. So let's look at Apple. How's Apple looking? Apple, not really interested. Let's look at Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft is gone. All-time high on Microsoft. That's going to be a little hard to trade Microsoft's all-time highs. So I would say if it would come, I would have loved Microsoft if we would have opened around here. We got the retest of 426.7, and we got back over the open to look for calls. But Microsoft is at all-time high. So I would say retest of a retest of the opening print and a hold, then you can look for calls. Let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia, I would have liked a retest of 907.26 back over the open to look for calls. But here in between the level, Nvidia has room up into 936.52 and then 972.24. But I would preferably like a retest of 910 or 907 to look for calls on Nvidia. Let's look at Tesla. Netflix. Right, so I like Netflix. Okay, Netflix I like. I would say Netflix. I like Netflix. And open over 631.54. Spike lower back over the opening. Can look for calls. It has room up to Netflix has room up to 646.21. So keep an eye on Netflix. And if it breaks over 646.21, then Netflix has room all the way up into 672.09. So I really like Netflix. Look at Meta. Man, I'm so mad I sold Meta yesterday. Ugh. I sold Meta for a small 7% loss. And man, Meta is ripping. I knew I should have held, but I don't really trade FOMC. And yesterday I decided to take a light stab, but whatever. I'm really liking Amazon, guys. I am really liking Amazon. Amazon, I would say I would like an open, an open over 180.17, spike lower back over the opening, and look for calls. It has room up to 185.69. I would prefer if at 9:30 Amazon opens above this level, but if not, you can wait for the break of 180.17 and a retest and a hold, preferably like a hammer or some or doji, and then look for calls and you can target 185.69. That's for Amazon. What else we got? We got Roku, not interested. Google, only interested in Google. I would say not really. AMD, AMD, we have a gap over red. Okay, AMD, we have a gap over red, so I like AMD. AMD, a retest of 182.67 back over the open. Can look for calls. It has room up to 190.55, then 192.37. It has an ATR of 9. Okay, so that's good. AMD. Let's look at BA. BA, not interested. I don't really like to catch bottoms like that. Not interested. UNH, not interested. Hmm. Let me find out Goldman Sachs is finally gonna break out. Huh. Very interesting. I think Goldman Sachs is finally gonna break out, guys. Guys can see it's been ranging. Whew, I would say for months. So I think it finally wants to break out. So I would say a retest of 396.35, or pretty much an open over 396.5, a retest, and then back over the open can look for calls. It has room up into 403.24, 409. So GS has a lot of room. Okay, I'll keep an eye on GS. HT. HD looks good. I would say HD. I would say HD and open over 384.69. Spike lower. Back over the opening and look for calls. It has room up to 393.92. I would say trim some, trim at 390.5. HD coin. Coin is okay. I would like it over 269.59, or it's 270.01 and you can target 281.69. Letting me know it's 8:30. Cat. Cat looks good. Pretty much all-time high. FedEx. I'm not really a fan of trading all-time highs. I like to target all-time highs, but I'm not a fan of. Hmm. CRM looks good, guys. Looks really good. I like CRM. Looks good. All right, so let's go CRM. Open over, I would say 307.1. Spike lower, back over the open, and look for calls. It has room up to 316.69. I would say trim at 310.9. CRM, I would trim some. Let's look at Baidu. Baidu, not interested. JP Morgan, pretty much all-time highs. Crowd, I'm only interested over 339.8. QCOM. QCOM looks up, right? Disney, score low. You see, I move fast. I look for certain setups. I look for A plus setups. If I don't see that A plus setups, I just move on right away. I look at the next. I am so mad. I am so mad. I am so mad with TSM, man. Look at this. Look at this gap up, man. Hey caramba. I am so mad at TSM. I sold here. I think it was this day. I had next week's calls 150. Was it 150? Yeah, I think it was next week 150. I sold for a loss. But and look at this explosive move, man. Wow. Look at this. I saw here on this daily. Once I saw that we let me show you guys the daily. Once I saw we broke this trend here, I decided to cut on this candle, and then the next day we gapped over. So TSM will most likely keep running. Unfortunately, I took a loss. I had to have some type of stop loss. I couldn't just keep holding. But look at TSM, man, big move. It's up 4% pre-market. Insane. I'm so mad at TSM. I am very disappointed. Airbnb, MU, big, big, big pump based on earnings. I don't really have any level on sight for MU, guys. It's up nicely because it's up nicely because of earnings, but I have no level in sight. I guess you take the pre-market high, can use that level as a break and retest. I would say I'm giving you pre-market levels you can use. These are the levels you can play of. It's really no levels in sight. So I would say a break and retest over 114 or just a break over 114, you can take calls and target 115, 116, 117, 118, Because MU is, I think, is at all time highs. Yeah, it's at all time highs. There's nothing really to play it off. But it has a catalyst behind it. It has earnings. So hold on. The shop, NPH, PNW. FCX over 46.41. If it can open over that level and hold, it has room up into. If it can hold over 446.41, if it can at open be over that level and hold, it has room up into 49.36. So over 113.46 looks decent. Oxy, Lulu, not interested in you. Spot looks decent. I would say spot open over 262.97, spike lower, back over the open. And look for calls. It has room up to 271.42. Hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button, man. Show your boy some love. AVGO. I'll get to AVGO, brother. Dash. All time high. No, it's not all time highs. I'm bugging. There goes AVGO. And potentially, what is this? Failure to go lower here on AVGO. So AVGO looks good. AVGO looks good. I would say an open over 1308.33. It has room up into 1332.55. And then it has room up into 1394.25 and 1424.25. So AVGO has some room. Looks good. AVGO looks good. TTD. TTD looks good as well. SLR. Nike. Dokusan. MSTR. MSTR, man, it got room. It got room up into 1797.99. But it needs to retest and hold this 1543.96 for it to go long. See, big move on Palantir. Big move. Just got too much resistance up here, so not interested. Myrna, not interested. Sim. I only like Sim if it can I would like if it will open over 48.44 and you can and hold, retest and hold. Has room up into 52, then 53.3, then 54.96. SMCI looks good. Looks like a gap over red. So I would say a retest of 916.36 back over the open. To look for calls, you can target 966. And if it breaks 966, it got room all the way up into 1123.35. Back over the open. Look for calls. It has room up to 966. Then 1123.35. Look at ARM. I would like an open over 134.51, an open and hold of this level. Then it has room up into 139.69, then 145.19. That's ARM. SQ. SQ. I guess a retest and hold of 81.26. Can look for calls that has room up into 86.46. AI. Target. Adobe. PDD. What's the next one? What's the last one? Hood. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. You guys have any stocks you want me to look at? Ugh. I'm pretty much done with my watch list. Let me know if you guys have any stocks you want me to look at for you. All right. Looks like no one has anything. Guess the live is going to be over. Thanks for your time, guys. Peace.